Hey folks, got a cool song here today. This is one of my new ones that I wrote a little while back, and it's about this yellow handle pocket knife right here. This is a case yellow handle pocket knife, and most every swamper that I know, um, Homer Ray, Morrison, Brian Herndon, um, the whole crowd down there around Fellsmere, they carry a yellow handle pocket knife, and it's a tool, and it's a great skinning knife. And Brian told me, Brian Herndon told me, he said to go over to the Fellsmere Feed and Seed, and you ought to get you one of these knives, because it's kind of a rite of passage sort of thing, And of course, when we sit down in the same room, everybody lays their knife on the table. You got to be careful you don't pick up the wrong one. Most of them got their initials on them, but mine is just like you see it, and I keep it in my pocket to remind me of the country and a place I love called Fellsmere. And when I went into the store to Fellsmere Feed and Seed, this really nice lady at the cash register, we just kind of, everybody's pretty friendly down there, and we got in this little conversation about me and the reason I was buying that knife, and so I wrote this song called "A Yellow Handle Pocket Knife." And in the country, in the country, in the country is where I want to stay. I said, thank you, ma'am, I appreciate it at the feed store today. You're welcome, son. Come on back, we're open every day. You're new in town, I do believe. I ain't seen you around before. Have a piece of candy. As she closed the register drawer, there was a tractor truck out in the street, sitting on the horn. Well, I gotta run, I'm in the way of that truckload of hay. She shook her head, laughed and said, son, you take your time. He can cool his chest, just let him sit. He's gonna be here for a while, 'cause in the country, in the country, in the country, he can sit there for a while. Yeah, he can cool his jets, just let him sit. He's only come 10 miles. I've been waiting on him all day. Said he'd be in here at 8. But it's supper time and I've closed the gate. And he can sit and wait. Let him meditate and contemplate on the reason he's so late. 'Cause in the country, in the country, in the country, you could be there for a while. So I got on out of his way, pulled on down the street. I bought a brand new pocket knife like my buddies had that day. A carbon steel double blade, yellow handle case that I'd keep in my pocket to remind me of my days in the country. In the country, in the country is where I'm gonna stay. In the country, That's a tune that I'm really looking forward to recording on the Waterman album, and hopefully here in a month or two we'll be back down Fellsmere Way. And until then, we'll see you later.